Alright, round number 2, guys. Did the first unboxing, but the video got messed up somehow, so we're going to try it again. Might got a gangster lean because I'm using this weird pole for the support. But we're doing an unboxing. First thoughts, a review of a new travel rod that I got. If you guys have watched a previous video, you'll know that I am stupid and I broke my other nice TFO travel rod. So I went out and I looked and I found this brand, Toadfish. And if y'all know anything about me, I am the Toadfish Master, or the Toadfish King. And it's got this nice cool logo, Toadfish logo. So of course I had to buy it. I mean, come on now. And it looks cool. I did some research on this one. It ended up being really nice. It comes with 2 middle attachments and 2 tips. So you're essentially getting 4 rods in one. And I needed something a little bit for heavier action because I have a lot of light action rods, but this one definitely gives you a little bit more. Their website needs to be updated with the right specs, but this one gives you 1/4 to 1 ounce, and so you can do a lot more lures, heavier stuff, and much more what's called salt water. All right, let me show you what it got. So you got the butt end over here. It's nice color, and if you notice the split grip, the end got a little bit of a grippy type of rubbery thing, and the middle part is like a proprietary plastic or something like that they make out of recycled something or other. But that's their whole thing about the environment. One midsection for this is the medium midsection. You can read that. This is the medium heavy midsection. There are 2 tips. If I can get them out. This is the fast tip. You see that? It's nice. And the last one somewhere here. There we go. Moderate fast tip. You guys see that? Falling over here. It's hard to review. Alright, let me get you a better view of these things. I got 2 versions of this. One is the medium light, but I got the medium heavy. You can see that it does 8 to 30 pound braid and 1/4 to 1 ounce. There's a medium heavy and a medium, moderate fast, and a fast tip. So pretty much you can mix and match to whatever you guys need, and you got several rods in one. So pretty much the only 2 configurations I would use is a medium with the moderate fast and the medium heavy with the fast. But that's just the type of fishing I do. That's aluminum, so I'm hoping I can get through TSA. But we'll see. Hopefully they don't think it's a bomb or anything. I might switch to another case when I go to fly, but this one's really good for the truck or the back seat. So there's a couple cool things about this. The first thing was this type of, I think it's called a ferrule connection right there. So instead of going from this rod onto this rod, you have this in-between connector, right, that, and that's as far as you do it. You don't ever want to smush it all the way down. But what this does is that it keeps the 2 parts connected really well. They pretty much never come loose, and you're supposed to get a lot more sensitivity all the way down the rod. But I pretty much just like it because I never have to worry about it ever coming loose or breaking. And the guides, so the guides are something called, I think they're called Keegan guides, something like that. But they are specifically meant for braid. As you can tell, they're a little smaller than what you would usually see on rods, and that's just because they're meant for braid. Um, and they're supposed to give you a lot more accuracy and sensitivity down the end. So you can see here, oh man, you can see here they got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, a whole bunch at the tip to help you out when you're fishing. Let's see. Besides that, I think that's everything. Let's put some together, give a couple casts, and I'll let you guys know how it goes. So when I go traveling, I pretty much only bring my Stratic 3000. Where's that? Stratic 3000. It pairs up really well with this rod, I think. The weight distribution is pretty good. We got 20-pound braid, I think, with a little bit of a leader. And we're going to try out on the lighter end. It's just a 1/4 ounce lure. And we'll see how it casts. We are using the medium midsection with the moderate fast tip. And hopefully this works well. Hopefully you guys can see from where you guys are. And we'll try a couple of different views of this. To give you a better idea on how fast a car casts, how far it casts, not that far, and you can probably see some of the rod tip movement. So the rod tip's definitely sensitive enough to feel the spinner, so we're looking good there. Mess with this bit. So that's as far as you can pretty much cast. Not that far. I think we got about 30 feet. No, what is that? Yeah, 30 feet, 10 yards. All right, you can see the rod tip movement. Not bad, guys. I think we can make this work. So something about a 1/4 ounce, I'd probably go with a lighter setup unless I was on a boat or kayak. All right, so we're still on the medium right there with the moderate fast tip, and I pretty much just went to the other spectrum and went to the 1 ounce, but I don't have a lure, so we're going with a 1 ounce sinker. It's right here. You guys want to see it? So if you see the rod bend, this seems like it handles it just fine. The moderate tip, 1 ounce lure, sinker. Yeah, I mean, let's cast it. Let's see how far it goes. I think this will go pretty far. Oh, somewhere out there, all the way across the pond. As you can see, it's pretty far. Oh, it's gonna suck. All right, see, everything's still tight. Everything's still tight. Let's do one more just to see if I can make it all the way across. almost made it all the way across. Let's see. No problem reeling it in, no problem casting 1 ounce. This is definitely going to be great for my saltwater travels or even fishing on the kayak. We're still with the 1 ounce just to give a different view of the casting. I casted that 1 ounce just about as hard as I could. That's pretty nice. I mean, I think you could still go up higher than 1 ounce. I got a 2 ounce sinker. Let's try it. Just for the heck of it, we got a 2 ounce sinker on here. I mean, it's bending the rod a little bit more than the 1 ounce, but yeah, it's probably too heavy, way too heavy for this. So this is the medium with the moderate fast, and I mean, you can cast a 2 ounce. I just wouldn't cast it as hard as you possibly could, and I wouldn't recommend it. Alright, my last test with the medium moderate fast is my gigantic spinnerbait that I got in one of those mystery tackle box things that nobody's ever going to use. And I mean, it looks really nice, but I don't fish for bass this big, so. But let's try it. This thing is pretty heavy and it creates a lot of drag, so let's see how the rod tip acts. Definitely giving it a run for its money. If you can see it, it's bending a lot. I don't know if you can or not, but is that easier to see? I have no clue. Anyways, it handles it well. Not gonna lie. Compared to some of the other rods that I use, it's pretty handling it really nice. So far, I'm really happy with this rod. Give it one more cast. It goes pretty far. And it's stiff enough that it can, I mean, the moderate fast tip is pretty good on this. And the medium midsection is not even bending at all, so it's definitely got some backbone to it. So how hard is it to switch out? Take that off. Look, all those casting, It's really locked in nice. Didn't move at all. Now we're gonna switch it out for this one. Bam. And yeah. Bam. So one thing about this is that it's got that old school style of you gotta kind of just eyeball, make it straight. The TFO one was kind of nice because it had got 2 dots and you just line up the dots. But I still like this connector better. So we've moved up to the medium heavy midsection and the what's this, fast? It's called fast. Yep, the fast tip. I put a 1/4 ounce jig head on here, or 1/4 ounce, whatever jig. Weedless jig, whatever. Yeah. Just to give a little bit more of a realistic presentation, or what you guys would be using, or what I'd be using. Let's see how it casts. All right. Still only about 30 feet. But I can feel the jig on there, which is nice. It goes a little further than the other one, and see if you can actually see it. See that? I don't know. See the rod tip? Maybe. But as long as you can tell it's there. That's what I'm just trying to show. You see it when it's down, you see it when it's up. We'll do one more, okay? One thing you gotta worry about is the wrapping around the tip. I know this happens a lot with this guy. With this rod, it loves to just get wrapped around the tip. Alright, go ahead, Toadfish. And you got some cool colors too, man. Nice. Alright, now we're going to try and cast out this 1 ounce on the medium heavy fast tip. Bounce is pretty stiff, so I think we'll be all right. Goodness, this goes all the way across again. Super easy. I made it across. That was nice, no problem. We're still on the moderate fast tip, or medium heavy, medium heavy fast tip. Just for the hell of it, we're doing 2 ounce. The tip definitely handles this better than the moderate fast tip. I think we can cast this. Let's try it. Not bad. Alright, I casted that kind of hard. Yeah. I mean, really, you're getting like 75 to 100 yards on the 1 ounce or the 2 ounce sinkers, and with the medium heavy fast tip, I think you can handle 2 ounces just fine if you need to do some short fishing or some of the larger lures and paddle tails, which I'll probably be doing for some rockfish. So I think we're actually covered on everything we need to do for the strength and the action of this. So here are my thoughts on this setup. I really like thanks, helicopter. I'm doing this video because I didn't see any reviews of this this rod online, and I got bombarded with Facebook ads. So good job, I guess, on that one. Facebook ads work. But you know, I also saw this brand at our local shop called All Tackle. So if y'all ever go there, you know, take a look at this one. It's pretty nice. All Tackle got a whole bunch of stuff too. So here's what I'm thinking. Gosh, this stupid helicopter. I have no clue where it is. It's too cloudy. All right, here's what I'm thinking. Not many rods do this 5-piece setup anymore, where they give you 4 rods in one. So it's really nice that this one's still doing that. And compared to other medium heavy or heavier type of rod setups, this one is fairly light and on the cheaper side. So compared to my TFO, that one is definitely more expensive. It's only a single rod, and the TFO, the Temple Fork Outfitters rod, is the one that I broke just the last trip. And that one is lighter. I gotta admit, it's lighter. You can cast 2 ounces, up to 2 ounces, and I've cast a 1/4 ounce, but it doesn't do 1/4 ounce that well. And that one gives, you know, those indicators to line up the rods, but it doesn't have this type of connection. And the guides, it doesn't have as many guides. So you got pros and cons between the higher end one and the Toadfish. But then if you go to the other side of the spectrum, or one of these direct competitors, I believe it was the Nomad or the Nomad Express, both of those really, and those are almost or more than double the weight of this. And I'm not going to be casting all day with one of those. Those are really just boat rods. You drop the lure or you drop the bait and you just go up and down, or you just let it sit there. And I do have one of those because that handles a lot of strength. So you know, if I ever go on a boat, I'll just drop one of those down, and I'll probably have this one rigged up for lures or something a little lighter. There's lots of rods that are do the medium or medium light. I guess, you know, 2 different rods, they're not all in one. One of them that I actually lost, that was pretty nice. I'll put it in, I'll overlay the text or something like that when I think of it. But you don't need to see this anymore. Okay, you can see my beautiful face. But that was pretty much a medium light, and it went up to a medium. So it wasn't going to be able to handle as much of this. but it was about half the price. So I would accommodate one of those with one of these probably, depending on where you're going. And this one can handle any of the heavier stuff. That can handle all the lighter stuff. So I don't know if I'd buy the medium light version of this, but I would definitely buy the medium heavy medium version that I have right now, the 7'2". I really like it for the price. This is hands down the best bang for the buck rod that you're going to get. I would buy it again. I think I would recommend everybody to buy this. If you need a travel rod, if you want rods for your trunk, and you like to go saltwater fishing, you like to go bass fishing, any of those types of things, you want to go travel somewhere, this is the rod for you. Yeah, I pretty much got no complaints. I think you can do almost anything with this. It'll be strong enough to handle large fish. You know, it looks cool. Look, it looks cool. And look, toadfish, man. How can you go wrong with that? All right, guys, that's my review. Do whatever you want.